Throw Gang, we are joined by the Prince of Pride, related content posting Lawrence Schlossman, and myself, the half-Asian king of collaboration, James Harris. Welcome to the weekly Running the Boys, with today's full episode only available on patreon.com/throwingfits. This is a big one.
Yeah, and if you went to that URL yesterday morning, you might have seen a little announcement.
Little teaser for the geezers.
The big things finally came, and they're coming everywhere.
The big things are coming.
I can't stop.
Wow. Before we get into Lawrence being an ally for the first time, VIP treatment at the Virgil Abloh exhibition, and so much more.
So now,
more.
whatever. You just gave it to me twice, not just in the little nickname intro, but then also in the related topics.
Look, man, when you're in charge of the run a show, to the victor go the spoils. Let's talk about the Throwing Fits Dream Project.
It's here.
This is so important. It's coming before the fit check and before the drink check. It's fucking here, baby.
Yeah, a year in the making, roughly.
September 2021 is when we, I don't know when we sat down, but basically, okay. You want to give us the top line info before we get into the deets?
Throwing Fits has an entire capsule collection that is debuting exclusively on Mr. Porter on July 15th.
Yes, it is comprised of collaborations with 13 brands that we chose.
100%.
That are either
hand-picked.
Sure. That are either already on Mr. Porter because they're fucking big dogs.
Oh, for sure. It's a spectrum.
Big dogs came to, if you can't run with the big dogs, get the fuck off Mr. Porter.
The big dogs came home to roost on that one.
Or small or like emerging kind of upstart brands that, we have relationships with or just that we want to work with. And the fact that they get to come on to Mr. Porter and sit next to like Tom Ford and Gucci is fucking crazy.
You might say we're also allies for small independent designers.
Yeah, we're platforming them.
Not just our LBGTQ plus T.
LGBTQIA plus.
IA plus, yeah, all of them. Anyway, just want to make sure everyone's accounted for.
You know what the A stands for?
Let me think. Asexual.
Yeah.
Woo!
There you go.
Shout out to all our asexual listeners, dude.
Yo,
couldn't be me.
Yo, all the asexuals tap in.
Couldn't be me.
Whether you're asexual, bisexual, D-sexual, V-sexual, V-lone sexual, do we have something for you? July 15th, this whole thing is fucking dropping. Yeah, it's been a year in the making. Mr. Porter sought us out. Shout out Daniel, shout out Sam, the two fucking lads running the menswear buying department. They were like, yo, we fuck with these guys. We need their point of view. We need their taste level.
1,000%.
And we need to do something that's going to fucking light a fire under the asses of the unwashed masses.
Yeah, Throwing Fits, we're
Which
a
is you, by
walking
the way.
fucking bucket, dude. Put us on the fucking court, and we're going to fucking sink them.
All right, 13 brands, 70-plus different Johns, including merch. Let's run through what the brands are
Let's do
in
it.
alphabetical order. We
Nice.
got All Cap Studios.
Shout out Saeed. We saw him last night.
Saw him last night. Shout out Saeed. Just doing like the honestly top 5 graphics in the game right now. So obviously we had to loop him in for some graphic pieces.
If we ever make any like real money, I want to hire Saeed full-time on our graphics because he smashed these tees.
Yeah. Okay, arguably the biggest brand that we worked with and most prestigious.
No, I don't think it's arguable at all.
Beams Plus.
Come on now.
This motherfucker co-designing with Beams.
The only brand that could get Jimmy and some Madras. That's like a fucking, I think, I don't want to say who's in the lookbook, but we have a friend of ours. I think he went head to toe. He looks fucking awesome.
Yeah. He made me a believer, like the monkeys. Next up, Connor McKnight.
Ooh.
The fucking New York Fashion Week darling, right?
Impresario, dude. Formerly of Bodie, now doing his own thing. The fucking king.
He was somebody where we're like, early on is like, if we're going to kind of work with, like, if you're giving us carte blanche, is that the fucking saying?
Carte blanche.
Let's rope in Connor McKnight because
it's no-brainer.
The tailoring, the fucking cut of everything, it's avant-garde but not too crazy. It's elegant but still masculine. The waffle knit tile rugbies that we're doing, whoo,
those are sick.
Beautiful.
I love those. Yeah, those are
custom dyed yarn for the goddamn motherfucking boys.
Right here in New York.
Next up, a favorite of the podcast. And
Tell me more.
We've done some work with before. Drake's.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Shout out fucking Drake's. That's a nice, listen, maybe the boys dipped into the archive, brought back some fucking discontinued prints. Maybe you got a fleece in there. Who's to say?
Next up. And this is a brand that, again, it was like...
I don't want to give too much away, but I want to give everything away.
I know.
Well, we have 3 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Oh, okay. Well, because this week's over.
Next up, this is somebody else where when they were like, oh, bring, you can bring on the homies. It doesn't matter how big, how small. It doesn't matter how frequently they do. And also, this is a brand that Mr. Porter had to do a bigger buy of, right? So we fucking lined the homies' pockets. Hayato today.
Oh, yeah, dude, for real.
Yo, with the Cheska caning inspired double knees, the only double knees you'll catch me wearing.
With maybe a trucker to match, too. Some brand new fucking colorways. I love those fucking pants. Perfect fit.
No, those are a smash. And then this is actually really exciting. So I always wear this ring that was sourced. It's a vintage ring sourced by Maiden Name.
One of the only brands that gets mentioned every single week because you live and die by your fucking Maiden Name jewels.
It's true. Maiden Name, kind of an upstart brand. I think they have a few seasons under their belt. I went to school with the two designers, and for the first time, they got to do jewelry, right? And again, it's like if Mr. Porter's doing the buy, that means there's some fucking guaranteed Skrilla, which means that they were able to take this risk, which I don't know if it was in the plans or like what the timeline was, but all of a sudden, they could do their own jewelry based off of their fucking exquisite taste level.
Yeah. They're fire when it comes to like sourcing
this isn't by them, but this is something that was like they sourced and curated in their store.
I'll just say this. If you don't have your ears pierced and you're listening to this podcast, get your ears pierced by July 15th.
Absolutely.
And if for whatever reason you're missing all of your fingers, try to raise enough money on GoFundMe to get some
get a prosthetic
grafted on, bro.
Make it a cock ring.
Yeah, sure. Well, you have to have that would be, well, I don't know. What's the biggest ring size?
What's the smallest penis size?
Yeah. Shout out to all the asexuals.
The big things are coming. Okay, this one is a brand that I discovered in the IG DMs, and I fucking put you onto them.
Maybe your
and
best
you are now.
ever.
Maybe you are currently a fan. We're both fans. We love these guys, and I got the opportunity to go through the whole collection in their London showroom. Shout out Greg, and kind of like really be extra hands on with this one.
You did some boots on the ground R&D in the showroom.
Yeah, while I was on vacation, I fucking did some work. MF Pen, motherfucking pen, metal face pen. They take fabric scraps from factories all across Europe, Portugal, Italy, France, etc., and they upcycle them into everything. So we're doing 2 shirts, a pair of fucking jeans that are the perfect
wide leg jeans. We got it. You know me, I'm a 501 acolyte till I die.
Yeah,
but these are a little bit wider.
501, see you later.
A little more fucking loose. No, they're just
501 and done.
I'm just saying that the rotation is expanding, and it's expanding in a big, loose, wide-legged way. These jeans they're the best.
They're perfect. And a huge fucking dust. Is it a duster? What is even it? What even is it? Do we invent a new genre of John?
No, dude. It is a Macintosh.
Okay. But it's like to the ankles.
It's
nearly.
It's so fire, dude.
It's big.
Yeah, dude.
Again, when you run with the big dogs.
I'm not trying to talk shit, but some of my very expensive, hyped up shells might be taking a break because this is the new rain gear for Shursky.
Mon Italy.
Oh yeah.
This is special because not only is Juice Yuki a fucking genius, the West Coast Daiki Suzuki, we've dubbed them, right?
Mm-hmm.
The psychedelic surf military Italian tailoring mashup of Mon Italy has been a pod favorite for a fucking minute now.
Yeah, before we loved each other, we've loved Mon Italy.
Well, so this is like a bit of a full circle moment because Mon Italy was one of the brands, we talk about this, but when we were the fucking peons at the Capsule trade show, Yuki and his some of his sales folks, his squadron, they were like, they saw the enthusiasm and I think they recognized like-minded souls in us, and so they took the time out, even though we were supposed to be like make sure they're well hydrated and like their garbage cans were emptied, to like show us around the whole collection.
Embraced with open arms from the fucking jump. I really love the fucking jacket,
and
it's so good.
So Yuki was like, Yuki went above and beyond when it comes to working with us. When it came to working with us, because
we're not even
like
done talking about the brands of his that are represented here.
The minimums were like, I don't know. There was like he'd limited quantity of fabric.
Yeah.
And he couldn't really do it in a way that he normally would, but he went above and beyond and kind of like jumped through some hurdles to make sure that we got to put our touch on this fucking robust military-inspired, the B-type jacket.
If he jumped through the hurdles, then I'm thinking that he's like falling and tumbling. He jumped through the hoops and over the hurdles.
Okay.
And we have, this, like, their B-type is already like a Barber meets like whatever, an M65, but like us getting to do like the chicest Parisian, in fact, version of this. I can't wait for people to see that. That is to me, that is a straight up banger, dude.
Yeah, that
That's
actually.
awesome. Fuck.
We were talking about like what are our top favorite pieces from this collection. Like I think
It's hard to
we
choose.
need. I think we need to take some time to think on that. But this for me,
Oh,
like,
it's
this
up there.
literally might be.
Oh,
It's up there. It's up there for
It's
sure.
got to be. And here's the thing, too, just real quick to take a break from running down the roster and all of some of
We're
these.
only halfway through, baby.
We're only halfway through. Jesus Christ! This is a range of not just brands but pieces. A ton of categories. There is stuff that when you buy it in July, you can wear it as soon as it comes. There's some stuff that if you buy in July, put it on ice. It's going to be good to go for the fall and the winter. We really tried to hit 12 months with all of these guys in terms of the complete offering because it's a collection.
Yeah.
Different brands, but we tried to have a true cohesive wardrobe journey.
No, and it is like whether you're trying to dress like a Scandinavian pedophile like myself, or a loose lord like myself, or I don't know, what's your personal style these days? Kind of like Western menswear surfy. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yep, Western menswear surfy for sure.
Yeah, I guess the one thing that we didn't design was jorts.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know what? You can get the Supreme Cargo jorts.
Yeah, someone, I think it was in the court, was like, yo, Larry, I hope you copped up today. It's like, absolutely not. These are the worst jorts I've ever seen in my life.
The other Mon Italy piece, which is super fire, and I don't think they get enough love for, and it's what I have the most Mon Italy pieces of, is their like fleece program.
Yeah.
And we did a tonal tie-dye, so it's not on some fucking Grateful Dead bullshit. It's like more of an abstract green on green tie-dye.
It's very acidic, and I mean that in the best possible way.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It looks like a fucking, you know, like when you see like a disgusting green puddle on the sidewalk. That, but in the best way possible.
You know, like when you go to the beach and you pack like that, you're like, well, if it gets a little chilly at night and I'm snuggling up with a co-ed or whoever at a bonfire, you want to have that one perfect kind of like sweatshirt. This is that. And it fucking speaks volumes.
All right, next up.
Drop shoulder, mock neck. You know the fucking vibes.
This one
Spoiler alert.
is arguably the most left field brand, I would say. Norbit by Hiroshi Nozawa.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Which is a brand that I fell in love with when we first, I saw hints of it, but then I first tried it on at Mohawk General Store.
Shout out Kevin.
The guy, Kevin.
Yeah. Who's got like the best eye in the game.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all you need
Arguably
to
best physical retail shop in
If the
country.
only cosign that matters doesn't matter to you, fucking kick it up to Kev, dude.
But Norbit by Hiroshi Nozawa is like advanced Japanese God Gorp. The
technical as fuck.
asymmetry. You look like a fucking, you're fighting on the eastern front at Ukraine, or you're like skiing the fucking urban slopes, if you know what I mean. But we did a parka, a pair of like super sick, crazy cargo pants.
The pants are fire.
And I think that's and a vest, and a tactical vest.
It is another kind of like, that was another brand, like we mentioned, Beams Plus. Maybe I don't know why we only did with the Japanese brands, but there's like we have other head-to-toe looks, but that's like a head-to-toe, like it's a thematic thing. And obviously I don't expect people to wear all that stuff together, but like.
But you look sick
I
if you
think
do.
my favorite of that is the vest, dude.
Really?
Yo,
I
I
think it's
hate
the pants.
I just want to say, because we were talking about this when we were, bigging up ourselves in front of some friends recently, but like, I hate carrying a tote. Like, I don't ever want to be like, and I know that's like a meme or whatever, but give me a vest with some pockets. I'm leaving the house for a day. I got my smokes. I got my fucking Go Yard wallet. I got my fucking keys. I got my fucking lighter. I got some treats and treasures. I'm good to go.
Nah, fuck tote core.
Yeah. Yeah, we can say it. Fuck totes, bro.
Yeah.
There's not a single tote. Well, now we can't ever sell TF totes. Would we ever?
I mean, if you need one for like the beach or for like a weekend trip,
Yeah.
But like
to go with your new Mon Italy beach sweatshirt.
the worst is when you leave the crib with a tote and it's like you don't have anything in it yet. So what do? You like hold? I hold it
Literally
balled
what
up.
I did coming over here to grab some samples. Just a completely empty LL.
Do you go over the shoulder?
Yeah.
I keep it balled up, or I fucking stuff it into a pocket. If I'm wearing a hoodie, I'll like keep it in the kangaroo pocket.
Ooh, that is fucking risky. That's fucking doing a little
Keep my
dance with
hands
the
in there,
devil.
too.
But you gotta be holding your shit the whole time.
Yeah, I'm just
Nah, I think
all
that
squirreled up.
for me on a tote, it's hard to find the right length of strap for over the shoulder. Like this big old LL Bean guy, the straps are not long enough.
Yeah.
So
But you know what? It doesn't fucking matter because now you got a
Yeah,
Norbit by Hiroshi
that's the point.
Nozawa vest, parka, whatever you need.
let's not bury the lead. It doesn't fucking matter. All totes are canceled. Buy this vest instead.
No more totes.
No more totes. That's a good
Okay,
title.
here's a Throwing Fits fave. Stofa, bro.
Oh hell yeah! Bro.
And
Shout out the homies at
we know that Throw Gang loves Stofa because we did a little private sale, and let's just say
I think it convinced them probably to be a part of this because they're already on Porter.
the sellout rate was.
I think it was in the high 70s,
close to 100,
to the point where like there were. I remember seeing that our Patreon, the link to our Stofa private sale, which was their archive sale or a sample sale, whatever, was being like passed around in style form by dudes that we probably would hate if we met them in person. But shout out the power of Stofa.
I think this might be the most robust
it's the deepest
collaboration of the 13.
Yeah.
So we got a
Well, are we giving everything away? Why don't you just say one thing that you like from Stofa? Because I don't want to spoil the whole fucking kit and caboodle.
Fucking rich. Well, the chestnut brown.
Oh yeah.
Double-breasted.
Moleskin. That studio suit.
Suit that's not a suit.
Right.
With the lounge pants. I'm not a suit guy, but this is number one in the suit rotation.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if you are wearing a suit, you're wearing it because you want to. And I would hope that one of the reasons you want to wear a suit is that, like, it feels like second skin or it's hella comfortable. This is that suit.
This brown goes with a fucking vibrant blue, a rich green.
You love your vibrant blues. I love my rich greens.
A crisp white.
Yeah.
Right? Honestly, anything. And then, like the pants go with fucking, if you wear them as separate, it's like I was wearing them with sneakers and they look gas.
They really did.
I was wearing the Our Legacy Camion Mules, and they look fucking fire.
Oh, that's right. That's in the photo. That's on Patreon. That you're wearing that suit. I'm also in Stofa. We got, I don't want to trouser, shirt, whatever. A kind of like a different type of tonal thing going on. My favorite though is that leather jacket, bro.
Woo!
That's crazy, dude.
That might be the most expensive piece in the whole project.
For sure, without a doubt. And also, it is the best leather jacket. I am not a perfecto guy. I'm not a biker. I'm not out here fucking on my Sons of Anarchy.
Vroom.
My Sons of Anarchy.
Hey, never come in here again without wearing your cut.
This is the one. So
that a Rebel?
The leather for me is
Rebel Without a Cause doll.
I'm going platinum, bro. Is that Kid Rock? Rebel Without a Cause. I'm going platinum.
Rebel Without a Cause doll.
Is that Ba With a Ba? And should that be the outro music?
We got a lot of pod to go.
Okay.
We got a lot more brands to go. We got three more.
And what is the title? Totes are done. What did you say?
We got No More Totes and Dream Project. Okay. Next up again, somebody where when they came to us, I was like, this is, and we each made our like respective list. This was at the top of my list. Tory Van Thompson.
Oh yeah, TVT.
The motherfucking pant upcycling king. The two tones that I've been wearing. Yeah. It's more of a winter pant for me, but definitely 3 seasons. Just not when it's like 85 degrees out.
Yeah, you live and die by these. I don't have a pair, and now I'm about to have like
you're about to have 6 pairs,
bro. 6
the
new
fucking
pairs.
Lavenders.
Yeah,
woo! The black, the black and tans.
Yeah, those are
sorry.
Really good.
Fucking, shout out the fatherland, shout out Ireland, but I'm sorry. The black and tans go.
Yeah, it was awesome getting to because that's another guy that like he probably would never be on Porter. Like it's just that simple, just based on like the business models of both brands and how TVT is basically DTC. Ooh, okay, look at what I did there. I'm jumping through hurdles to make it work today, boys. No, those are fucking sick. I'm super excited for Tory, and yeah, if you're listening and like. You might have seen James wearing them or hear us talking about it, the brand. We got a whole new array of fucking sick options.
But I think this is indicative, of like...
Get your ass in a pair today.
Yeah, exactly. This is indicative of like the overarching kind of cohesive through line of the project, which is like, this is like high-low, this is like big dog, this is, it's kind of upstart pups.
Yep.
Soon to be pit bulls. And yeah, you can wear TVT with the fucking Mon Italy. You can wear TVT with the fucking Beams Plus. You can wear it, with just like an all caps graphic tee. Like it is a full fucking wardrobe.
100%.
Next up,
hit me.
Wythe, New York. Baby.
Ooh, yo,
a Larry favorite. This was at the top of your list.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to westerns, if I'm not in a vintage Wrangler, I'm basically exclusively in Wythe at this point.
Yo, that denim shirt
with the embroidery.
Yeah,
that's the one. That's a what is it? Party in the back type vibe.
Yeah, it's a whole fucking taste the rainbow situation with we got everything.
A lot of jewel tones.
We got Roy G. Biv, but the denim with the embroidered
yoke.
Sick.
That's sick.
God damn.
That's and that's one of those that's like if you buy this, please for me, for James, wear it to fucking death because that shit is gonna look so fucking good when it's completely shredded and broken in.
Char that shit.
I'm getting like half chub just thinking about how good that shirt's gonna look. Not just when you buy it on the 15th of July, but how good that's gonna look next July.
Yeah, throw that shit in the air fryer.
Yeah, dude, for real. Turn that shit up.
Yeah, put it on the Traeger, bro. Put it in the fucking green egg.
Yeah, pop open the
part,
green egg and fucking crack in a white rodeo.
This honestly, the denim shirt is gonna be one of those things where I think that you and I are gonna be like, "Yo, FYI, I'm wearing the denim shirt," and you know what? I'll be glad when you're wearing it because that means that you're gonna turn around to make sure that you're flashing the yoke, which means that your voice is going that way
in the opposite direction. Yeah, that's a fun one for sure. Yeah, it's a banger.
And last but not least, our only footwear option, and bro, this is okay. We talked about Yuki Matsuda and Mont Italy. He also has Chamula, right, which is like knits. And I think they
do some footwear too.
Footwear, and they originally did like leather bracelets. Yucatan, the juicy Yukis, bro. We had to go to Yuki for the sturdy ass fucking boot, because like
that was funny. Because it didn't look that sturdy. It was more spastic. Shout out my girl Lizzo. That was no, like when it. Okay,
well, Yuki is 100% that bitch.
100,000% that bitch. I think that when it came to footwear, like we've put out rain boots, snow boots, right, with our homies at DMA. Put out loafers with our boy Chris at fucking Black Cycle Weber. But in terms of like the perfect, sturdy, like fall boot that goes with the MF Pen wide leg jeans, that goes with honestly the Stofa suit, like these work boots. Honestly, dude, I don't know if you're gonna be mad at this, but like this is the TF Tim. Like, and I'll
take it.
It's like the TF Yuttas, but obviously,
are you gonna choke your ankles like you do with your Timbos?
So no. It's funny because I used to.
You're white.
Do you remember me wearing Tims like all the time at Complex? Like,
yeah, everyone was laughing at you.
I was Tim pilled.
No, me and Angel Diaz were just making fun of you behind your back, behind your embroidered yoke back.
Well, either way, I think this is
because you were fucking choking the shit up, baby.
I used to. They weren't choked. They were
You're fucking Anthony Bourdaining the ankles.
Oh, come on, bro.
Sorry. I meant to say David Carradine.
I was gonna say David Carradining the ankles. How did Bourdain kill himself?
He hung himself.
Oh, he did.
You're like
so that would work.
Who the guy in The Wire that got choked out in prison and then they made it look like he was jerking off?
I don't remember.
Season 2.
Anyway, point is that it's the one footwear option.
Oh,
and,
it's so good
and
though.
I think it's a cam. I truly think that it is the perfect fall boot. You and I are fucking stoked as fuck on those.
The hurdy-gurdy sturdies.
I think you're going to be seeing both of us wearing them in some TikToks, potentially.
Yeah. The leather ankle, the black leather ankle collar.
Perfect.
The fucking
lug sole.
Tobacco chocolatey fucking
those are
upper.
incredible.
Woo!
Yeah, those rock. Can't wait.
And to round it all out.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies
That's right.
and gentlemen.
We're not done.
We're not done yet. The one, I guess, like non-collaborative piece of the program is Throwing Fits merchandise.
Yeah. What's interesting here is
what
that
are we doing here?
Well, I think that when it comes to our merch, we've always been super intentional. And shout out to Merchman Ryland and all that he does for the show. But it's basically a one-man operation, from our brains to Ryland's hands. A one-man operation. We now finally have the support to basically release an entire range of merch, from hoodies to the best shorts we've ever done. Completely fucking printed. I don't want to spoil too much and people will see pictures, but the shorts.
Can I give a hint?
I guess it depends on the hint, but go off, King.
Oh
my God.
Okay.
So they're asexual mesh shorts.
Yeah. If you like to fuck cats.
Yeah.
If you ever jerked off to James Corden and cats.
And then there's just a bunch of also tees, both short sleeve and long sleeve options. And this is a thing that, like, okay.
Well, speaking of Ryland, he did come through with the fucking with the original graphics, which are very gas.
Yeah. Sure.
And I think are emblematic of the 3 sickest pursuits of Pro Gang.
I was like,
which just drinking, smoking, doing drugs, right? Just fucking chomping shrooms.
Yeah, don't oversell it too much. But Ryland gave us some exclusive shit.
It's very good though.
He had some sick shit in the chamber conceptually that like he was willing to throw down for this drop, which is awesome. And that's like that's going to be your cheapest option there. I mean, tap in.
Most accessible.
Yeah. Listen, we were trying to be as democratic as possible, not just with the brands, not just with the categories, not just with the seasonality, but like also in the price points. There's a wide range of fucking shit available at a wide range of prices. And honestly, dude, if we were a legitimate operation and we weren't irrelevant, lazy podcasters, right? According to some people.
According to you.
This would, or I am that according to one guy.
Based on your own words.
But But this would be something that, like, in a perfect world would be, like, always available in a throwing fit store. And it's fucking sick to have it on Porter. Because, like, we've never done anything at this level. You used the word dream project. I would say that it's kind of like life's work at this point. Like, that's what it really feels like to me. Speaking of prophecies being fulfilled, this feels like throwing fits. And a previous podcast endeavor and brand that shall not be named before that has existed for this moment. It has all culminated and coalesced and come together. It's fucking insane to me.
I mean, it's like
I've never been more proud of anything that we have done.
It's like what I believe the 19th president of the United States. No, actually, that's absolutely not true.
Wait, who are you going to say?
Former cop Theodore Roosevelt, the OG Rough Rider.
19.
Right?
You might be in the range because think about the terms.
Well, Obama's 45. No, sorry, Trump's 45. Obama's 44. But
right, the 45 and the swastika.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I remember history.
That's how I remember it.
Yeah. Wait, what did he say? What did Teddy say?
The critic, like, pay no attention to the man who does not get into the arena.
It's not even close. It's something about the man in the arena, which is
exactly
the Tom Brady show.
What?
Tom Brady has a show called The Man in the Arena. That's like a ESPN Plus paywalled Last Dance for Tom Brady. Basically.
All right, maybe for round 2 we'll fucking collaborate with Tom
What's
Brady.
Jeter's the captain? Are you gonna watch that Jeter show, The Captain, or what is it called? They're doing a Last Dance for now. Jeter.
Oh,
You
really?
haven't seen it? I guess you don't watch TV. You don't watch.
I don't watch ESPN at 9 in the morning.
You don't watch First Take every day like me.
Yeah.
I'm doing research for our JJ Reddick pod.
Oh well.
No, everyone.
Well, whatever.
That was on Tally. So.
No, I think it's like, okay, this is an opportunity. This is a crazy opportunity. And like, you and I aren't necessarily designers, even though you did design once a shiny denim shirt, right? On your like Mark Echo type shit.
Not even remotely accurate. Just like
you're like, yo, you remember 555 Soul? Yeah. What if we add a spread collar?
I love you, but like when you describe things, whether it's my previous design work or my personal style, I'm like, does this guy even fucking know me, dude? Anyway,
yo, you're a Rhino, you know, a real one in name only.
The point is no, I do not fancy myself a designer. I don't think we fancy ourselves designers, but we are curators with a unimpeachable taste level. And when you bring the right people into the mix, magic can and will happen. And we have done that on a level. Again, to me, the craziest stat is we were talking about 70 plus pieces.
Yeah, it's not even that. I mean, we cannot.
That is a real collection, guys.
We are not
crazy.
We are not designers. Like, we could not create, you know, the Mon Italy Type B jacket, but we can work with Yuki on making a version of the Type B jacket that we will fuck with until we die in 5 years.
When we were
you in 5 years, me in 10.
When we were describing like this last night, when we went to the Virgil opening, we were on a Ralph Lauren shit. That's what I would use to describe what we did, where it's like you let the cooks cook, but get in the kitchen, observe,
taste, season.
Shout
out The Bear on Hulu.
Oh, our new
best show
show
on TV right now.
Shout out Coop. Shout out Chris. Shout out Maddie.
Shout out everyone asking what Carb's fits are,
the
bro.
Reddit is out of control, bro.
I love it.
We keep
texting Coop and Chris, the creators of the show, being like, yo, the Venn diagram's slowly becoming a circle.
Where it just is like, all right, one thread, another one, white tees, outerwear, pants, trousers, whatever. What is the Reddit good for? IDing what Carmi is wearing, or asking, begging,
and making Lords feel terrible about
themselves, or me feeling like shit about myself when I'm on the precipice of doing a dream project with my best fucking friend. Thanks for nothing, guys.
We'd be remiss if we didn't mention
dap, dude.
It was a pound.
What is it?
A dap is a
no, but I think a dap. Okay, interesting.
A dap is like a Anyway,
right,
we'd be remiss if we didn't mention that. What else are we good at besides collaborating with the best fucking brands in the world?
Arguably,
partying.
Arguably, it's our best skill.
Justin Timberlake voice, bong rip.
Yeah, let's talk about
on the eve of the biggest fucking drop of the year, which arguably this is going to win the Fitties in a runaway.
Yo,
remember the Fitties?
Is it 13 entries or is it just the
best collaborations? Best collaboration is a category,
bro. If we lose, if we write ourselves in and we lose, I didn't even think about that.
Oh, we're gonna lose because it's gonna be Wales Bonner Samba.
But for sneakers
and collaboration though.
Oh, you get to double.
Or it's gonna be our legacy workshop Stussy.
I always forget how the Fitties work until we need to literally cram the night before.
Yeah.
Or whenever the survey.
Did Complex drop their best of lists yet?
Wait, just on some real housekeeping shit, on top of real housekeeping shit, we've never entered ourselves in past Fitties when we easily could have.
Oh, you're right. Damn.
because we're better than that. But now we're not because we fucking did the damn thing, dude.
This collaboration project has transcended ethics.
Yeah.
Okay, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention that in order to celebrate the GOAT collaboration project of 2022, and you cannot fucking argue this. 13 brands, 14 if you're including Throwing Fits, exclusively on Mr. Porter, the best commerce platform in the fucking world.
Yeah.
Come on. It's like I told this one, beep. There's been 3 constancies in my life.
Yeah.
The love of my mother, the hot breasted Commodore.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I think
I'm going to add one. Paul and Mildred give me the fucking
you didn't,
sick fades.
You did not go on the record for your love of Paul.
I know, because I hadn't gotten a haircut yet. And Mr. Porter just being like fucking goated. And yeah, they have like 11,000 brands on there, but the buy is always so on point.
11,000, and we just added 6 more. But I will also
11,006 brands.
The joke that I made on the record with Beep as well was that for the amount of money that you and I have spent throughout our lifetimes on Mr. Porter, we deserve this.
We're actually just making we're making it back.
We're trying to hit 0, dude. We're trying to level out.
And this really isn't we're not making like life-changing money off this. Like we could, like there's been projects. What we're going to eventually take home, we could have done like other whatever projects and made the same amount of money. Maybe like 2 or 3 of them.
When you say that it's not about money, do you think people believe us? Because you're right, and I agree with you, but I just wonder if people think that that's a lie.
Well, I think that people are going to overestimate how much we eventually make off this whole thing.
Sure.
And it really is just like, what other opportunity would what other podcast could do this, first of all? And then what other opportunity could you or I have to work with seriously brands that we already fucking spend our money on and have in our closet and wear every day?
I think that even for what other podcast can do this, because obviously no other podcast, Porter has never collaborated like this with any individuals. I think we are literally like the Neil Armstrong or the Rosa Parks of like doing this damn shit.
Well, I know which one you think you are.
Neil.
Okay. Okay. The eve of the drop.
Yeah.
Let's
get back on track.
We are shutting down Rays, right? Private event, which means no Rays bozos, no Gen Pop fucking NYU TikTok ass motherfuckers.
No, Cody
except
James.
for Cody James.
Are you inviting Cody James?
Yeah.
I don't want to be overshadowed at my own party, bro.
I don't know. He's gonna wear the fuck Lawrence Schlossman shirt.
I wonder. Yeah, well, if he comes, he can be invited, but it's predicated on he has to do a TikTok recap.
Yeah. Well, he does weekends in the life of. So is Thursday night a weekend? I guess his weekend might start early that week.
Dude, let's be real.
You must RSVP because it is a private event. The email is, what's the email?
RSVP at MrPorter.com. And just be like pretty. And if you've never sent an RSVP email, just be like extremely clear in the subject.
RSVPing for Joe Schmo Throwing Fits.
Yeah,
July 14th.
Just be clear so we can get your name on the list. Because like James said, this isn't some walk off the street civilian pedestrian bullshit. It is exclusively for Throw Gang and anyone who is not,
and anyone who love them.
Yeah. Throw Gang and everyone that they love who will hopefully be in New York on the 14th. That is a Wednesday night.
Bastille Day, Thursday night.
Thursday night.
Thursday night.
Excuse me. 7 to 11, but I'm sure we'll go over that. Open bar.
Yes, that's why you want to RSVP and get in, because there's an open bar.
Open bar.
There is free but limited Shy's Burgers, right?
Yeah.
The fucking best burger in
Our
the
favorite
5 boroughs.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. Honestly, this whole thing is just a long con to eat Shy's for free.
It always is. Well, and to drink for free.
And yeah, it's a private event. So if
we got the downstairs too.
If you've been to Rays and you've been intimidated by like the door, by like the line outside the door or anything, don't worry. It's not going to be that, because if you RSVP, Mr. Porter will get you in.
We are making sure that everyone who can attend from the Throwing Fits Extended Universe is going to be there. It's going to be the fucking soiree of the season. It is not the TF barbecue. That is a separate conversation. But this is the celebration of something that, again, we've worked on for a year, that we are incredibly proud of, that up until this point is the true planting the flag in the ground moment for the only podcast that matters, and arguably our fucking professional careers up until this point. So if you can make it, please come out, have a great fucking time, support the fucking goddamn motherfucking boys, and enjoy
do yourself a favor and buy some of this shit, because it is.
Well,
this is the most.
Afford it.
This you can. This is the most. This is the most ambitious, wide-ranging, validating moment of either of our careers individually and together.
Yeah, and it couldn't have happened without you guys. We said that in the Patreon post, but to be super clear, when Porter approached us with this idea, it is 1,000% about the community around the show, and that's you guys. And I'm super. I couldn't be more excited.
I want you to come to the party and get so fucked up that you wake up drunk the next day and make
yeah.
double your purchase of what you actually had budgeted for.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We're dropping it on payday.
Yeah,
like, come on.
Yeah, come on. That was my design. Hopefully you get so twisted that when you wake up, you're still drunk, and like James said, you absolutely 10x your fucking budget.
Exactly. This is a whole fucking wardrobe in a collection. Dream Project, July 15th. Throwing Fits X Mr. Porter.
And if you have any questions...
13 brands, 70-plus Johns. Yeah, hit us in the DMs.
Yeah.
Drop into the cord. Leave a comment.
Thankfully, because it's Porter and like James said, best in class when it comes to global retailers, like there's going to be fucking amazing customer service and size charts for all this stuff so that you get exactly what you fucking want to spend your hard-earned money on. But in terms of like just generally tapping in with us, any questions, curiosities, inquiries, whatever, hit us in the DMs. We will be talking about this until it comes out to some degree, but this is like, we just wanted to do a quick fucking logistical info dump up top. No, and also this is very important.
This is our baby. This is our baby. Yeah. We're very proud of. We had sex. We gave birth to 70 fucking twins.
It was quite the litter.
Yeah, I pegged Larry. He fucking some Stofa slid out his bussy. Which you can say because you came out and wore jorts on Pride.
I would say that we're both probably verse more than anything, so I don't think it's necessary for you to like top me down.
That Yucatan
for
boot,
me to have this butt baby.
That Yucatan boot coming out my ass did because it's such a robust work boot. It did hurt.
Give him the boot.
Okay, Chef. That's the preview. End it.
No, wait, is that gonna be the whole preview?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's like a whole free fucking episode.
We still got mad topics, including a fit check.
Yeah, why don't you start us off?
Upstairs, I was wearing just Birks, just the fucking brown suede go-tos,
the Bostons,
the gritty shorts, which everybody should have gotten their pair by now. If not, Rylan, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but I think everyone's good. Okay. The Post Imperial shirt, which great fucking brand, but it was a camp color, so I took the iron that you popped its cherry. Yeah, actually, when we were having our little photo shoot with Beep.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
You used my.
You ironed it out of a camp. You uncamped it.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I think it's still ongoing. So
it's a betweener. Right
it's kind of like Georgia O'Keefing. It's like labia. It's labia majoring right now.
Okay.
That's a pussy term.
No, I'm familiar with what.
I know you haven't seen a vagina in many years.
Majora is
Yeah.
But you're trying to unlabia it.
Well, I'm trying
full camp collar. That's your labia majora.
I don't know if it's gonna work because it's still kind of like this spread flat collar, right? I mean, I could pop it like you. I saw you by the way when you were buzzing. I saw you go like this.
Oh yeah, it's just a little adjustment.
Just it up.
Yeah, just a little adjustment. Nothing crazy.
Fucking
great fucking shirt.
Yeah, shout out knee.
Underwear.
Hanes boxers. Maiden name vintage ring. Rich white lady. Oh, I want to talk about this.
Yeah.
Speaking of the underwear, the balls are real silky right now.
Silkier than normal?
It's hot out, so I've been powdering my junk.
With what?
With I don't know about you, but I used to get Mad Men grooming products when I was at Complex.
Yeah.
So much so that I still have them. I still have so much shit. Like I'm gonna never have to buy shampoo ever again.
There's powder just for your balls. You're not using baby powder or Gold Bond.
It's powder just for your balls. It's like when my dad was a short order cook.
At the Bear.
Yeah, at the Bear. Yeah, he was on potatoes. Because he's Irish. It's racist. He would just use cornstarch, right? They were just like they had like a common thing, just like a big fucking Costco, not pre-Costco, but a big bulk order thing of cornstarch.
You just dip his nuts
in? You just shake them down your chef pants. I had some fucking posh fancy boy whatever it's like Baxter's of California or some brand.
Oh, nice.
Where it smells like eucalyptus and like tea tree oil. It's fucking nice.
Pretty nice.
You want to smell what my balls smell like?
That's not bad.
That's my balls.
Yeah, and I'm saying your balls smell good. I will go on the record saying that your balls smell pretty good right now.
It is that fucking season where not only should you be powdering your balls, fellas, but also I think carrying a swag rag is necessary too. Like a little bandana in the back pocket. Yeah. Just so you can fucking dab up, so the hair looks good and your forehead isn't looking too shiny. Anyway, yeah, so my balls are powdered. You don't powder your balls?
I don't powder my balls, and I don't use a swag rag either, even though I always love an extra accessory.
But you're not a sweaty
for
guy.
Utility. No, not really. So no,
But because you're a desert person.
What does that mean?
You're
a desert
Semite.
person?
You're Jewish.
I mean, listen, just because I was chilling.
Your people are from the desert.
How many years did they spend in the desert? 40? No, 40 days and 40 nights.
400? No, that was slavery. American slavery. I don't know. 1,000 years in the desert.
As a slave. Yeah, no, I don't know. They were in the desert for a hot minute, no pun intended. But for whatever reason, no. As I've said on the pod, famously, I'm not that sweaty of a guy. I do sweat.
Hence why you're wearing jeans on a 90-degree day.
Yeah, but these got a lot of ventilation. Speaking of which.
Powder your balls, though. I highly recommend a great, refreshing little fucking treat. And not just the balls, but like the under shaft where, well, I guess you wear.
The under shaft.
Where your shaft meets your balls.
Yeah.
Flip it up.
Right.
So
the front of your balls or the bottom side of your dick? Or both?
Both.
Do you go into your ass?
Not all the way back, but like the gooch or like the cornhole ridge. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. But if your ass sweats, couldn't you powder your ass too?
Well, I don't like shake it down my pants. That just seems like kind of messy or like.
Do you do it like you do like chalk at the gym? Like
yeah,
like
no, I LeBron it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah, so
thanks for remembering the brand. I think you said it was Baxter, but you don't know.
I don't think. Actually, you know what it is? It's fucking Jack Black, but not the actor.
What?
There's some. I don't know if they're still around. Again, like.
But you recommend it?
I recommend just doing this. Period. Doesn't matter what the brand is.
Oh yeah, I mean, what's the most? I feel like Gold Bond is like the most common thing.
For
right?
sure, but I think this smells really nice. Like it had again tea tree
Does
oil.
baby powder work? It's just literally you just yeah.
That's what it is.
Like Johnson and Johnson. I like this. I like the smell of baby powder.
Weird.
Yeah, I like to smell it a lot.
Weird. You like to sniff some baby butts.
Yeah, and sometimes they put a little baby powder into other stuff. Always a nice little surprise.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that was the joke. Okay, I wore my Our Legacy Cuban
and New York
heels.
adorned stud in the ear. Once again, it's infected.
Really? Again? For the third, fourth time?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to
just take it out.
I don't know how.
Actually, switch it with the new maiden name earrings.
I don't know how to take this out. That's the issue.
There's a back.
Bro, I tried to trust me, I clamped down and I tried to just pull it. I tried to twist. It's in there forever.
You're a fucking disaster. Anyway, moving on. I wore Our Legacy Cuban heels to the crib. Have on Uniqlo socks. I'm wearing vintage Levi's 501 jeans that are absolutely shredded, so they do give me great ventilation on a day like today. I am wearing a big old Stussy shirt, a linen cotton blend. It's very
Stussy,
nice.
Our Legacy Workshop.
No, just Stussy.
It's just Stussy?
This was from the most recent drop that they did. From the big box that Hugo sent, of which you got your fucking winnings and I got mine. This shirt was included in that. I have on a white rodeo hat. I got a rollie on the wrist. I got my wedding ring on the thingy, and we are drinking Ebbs Lager #1. Shout out our friends at Ebbs.
Shout out Jack. Also, Ebbs available at Ray's.
Oh, right. Yes. Sure.
So come drink as many as you can on Mr. Porter's dime.
If you didn't have
on Thursday, July 14th,
you didn't have
after you RCP.
Yeah, if you didn't have any at the barbecue last year, try it before hopefully we have them at the barbecue this summer, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
I know. We've enlisted professional help, so fingers crossed on that. Yeah. I mean, they're getting paid for their services, for their expertise, for sure.
Just say that we're paying Goots Guterman to do the legwork.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Goots.
Goots, come through, bro.
Michelle,
all right.
my belle.
Drinking Greenpoint's finest.
Yeah.
So, Lawrence, you had yourself quite a little gay week.
Yeah, well, a gay weekend for sure.
Yeah, you had
first Pride Parade in the books, baby.
Yeah, you you thought that Pride was one day.
No.
Yes.
When people talk about the Pride Parade, just like people don't say, I am going to go to the East Village. All the cool kids on TikTok just say East Village, which is annoying as fuck. People don't say, I am going to the Pride Parade. They say, I'm going to Pride.
Yeah.
I know it's a whole month, by the way. I actually had, I have a lot of embarrassing stories. But
on June 27th, when you posted the Fit Gods of the Week, you said Happy Belated Pride, and I was like, bro, it's still Pride.
Happy belated
and you know what?
Pride
No,
parade.
this is just allyship. You renounce your homophobia. You are now
you're
now an ally, which is great. And it's cute because it's like you're a rookie. You're working out the kinks.
Definitely, no pun intended. I'm definitely bright-eyed.
Why is that a pun?
working out the
Because
kinks.
only gay people have kinks. Is that what it is?
No, I think everyone has
Only
kinks.
gay people have freaky sex.
Well, we're in a segment talking about sexuality. We're not talking about the asexual.
Yeah, not sex, not kink, not kink shit.
I did have when my brother came out to me. I guess a little over a year ago, or actually it was a year ago because it was June. I had a conversation with him.
Once just outed his brother.
No, I've talked to. I've talked to him about. He said he's fine. I can talk about it on the pod. I mean, that's who I was going. By the way, that's who I was going to Pride with.
Yeah, we all know. Do you have the pussy pass?
Now I do. Yes,
Okay,
100%. Thank God. I mean, that's why you do it, right?
Do you have the B word pass?
But we had a. And actually, let me preface this by saying I once told the story on the podcast.
That schloss sussy.
I once told the story on the podcast.
Yes,
that
finally.
I think a lot of people
Revisionist
enjoy.
history.
Where I OD'd on weed at the weed restaurant where my brother took me for a belated birthday. It was after our 316 Fatigues launch event. I was wearing said fatigue. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, I can't remember on what episode it was, but Robbie made a hilarious clip. I don't know, maybe somebody can find it or disseminate it.
You ate so much weed, which is the point of this
Yes.
restaurant, and you blacked out in the bathroom, and you hit your jaw on the bottom of the urinal.
You
ate your own piss.
Yeah.
You woke up. You're on the floor of the bathroom. You walked out of the bathroom. You blacked out again. You fell over. Right.
Knocked the whole table into the air like a Hardy brother.
Yeah. And everything fell
Yeah.
on your brand new white pants.
Yes.
Ruining everything. They fucking ragdoll dragged you out, in a friendly way.
Yeah.
And you had to recover, and life was never the same.
Yeah. The best part about this story that I never mentioned because it wasn't my business, but now I have since cleared this. That was the night that my brother came out to me. That was one of the reasons. It was a belated birthday, and then also a moment for us to sit down, have some weed.
You
Maybe
passed out
build up a little bit of courage and then have a tough conversation, which obviously I'm very proud of him and so happy for him that he did that. With that said, the funniest thing was that he was like, wow, despite me setting this all up and wanting to come out and do this in my own way, he's like, you had to make it all about you.
Which is hilarious because that's
a fucking spectacle.
Because that's exactly what you did on Pride Parade Day 2022.
I mean,
it was all about Larry.
Was it all about Larry?
It was amazing that you're with your bro and his mans, and you guys were having fun, and it was very much just like being visible and out there, but it was just a fucking content fest of you being like, yeah, yeah, bro, I'm fucking drinking.
Is the Pride Parade not people having pride in their content
Let me
creation?
post a fucking fit pic with a coming out pun, which felt a little hate crimey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And it's funny you say that because the response there, and shout out to everyone who had nice things to say. I'm not going to pretend like that was 100% of the people. There were some people that left some mean comments that had to be deleted.
Really? What was the meanest comment?
Well, some of them were about my jorts looking like shit, which, by the way, it made me realize that, honestly, dude, we have a long way to go as jorts wearers before it's totally acceptable for,
it's
everyone.
good to see representation.
But, no, and then I will say...
Wait, do you think the jorts look bad? In the one fit pick?
No, I was happy. Too much fray. I should have done a better job of trimming some of that fray. But some people were like,
Bro, it wasn't so much fray as it was like fringe.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Sorry, that's what I mean. And no, I'm not going to repeat any actual hurtful, mean things that people say.
No, what did they say?
No, I'm not going to say.
Was it about the jorts? Was it about you?
It was a little bit. Well, I'm saying more than just jorts. If you want to be mean about the jorts, people being like the jorts didn't live up to the hype. That's fine. The jorts are too long. Whatever. I'm not going to repeat any actual mean things that anyone said.
What was the event? What was the final instinct that you went with?
So I cut them to B5, but I guess the waist is too big. Like those are, you got me a 34, which, by the way, you got your tag. I wasn't going to leave you out of fucking making sure that you got a little bit of juice on Pride.
The tag made me look like I fucking flowed you these. I was a little like.
But you did.
I was a little like, why are you tagging me?
But you literally did. Part of me was like, if I don't do it, I wonder if he would be upset because he facilitated this closing of the jorts loop. But at the same time, I was like, it will also be funny as if like, my work husband, he bought me jorts, happy Pride, whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, it made me look like I I don't know.
Made you look like what?
Like I fucking just
don't say that. Don't say what you're trying to say.
I'm gonna say the F word.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it looked like I flowed you some jorts.
Yeah. No, I will say that some people did say some mean stuff, which sucks because that's like fuck you, by the way, and also like
fucking homophobes.
You can get fucking blocked in 1 second. And then two, the second thing that kind of upset me is I'm not above like just keeping up with followers and insights. I am a narcissist. I'm a
Well,
bad
you
person,
did
whatever.
actually delete it off your grid because you were
Oh, yeah.
narcissistically on Pride Day looking at the fucking public story reshares.
Yeah.
Which like
is next to the archive button.
it's about it's about giving gay people a safe space to celebrate how far they've come.
Yeah.
and everything.
And it's
just
about
like,
giving me a safe space.
Who's
to wear
looking at my
jorts
shit?
for the
Who's looking
first
at my
time.
shit?
Yeah. I was super drunk and hit the archive with my fat thumb, which is hilarious because then people are like, "Oh, damn!" Like he put it out there and then immediately regretted it. But I did look at like the insights, and that has been the biggest day of unfollows that I've had in.
Were you the negative? Were you negative?
Oh yes, very much. So.
Wow. How many people unfollowed you?
Almost 100 people.
Do you think it's because they hate gay people or because they hate jorts?
Yes. I think it's probably some combination.
Are you saying all gay people wear jorts? Because that's kind of fucked up.
Unfortunately, unlike Patreon, and I'm so happy that I could tell some of these behind the scenes thing of what was actually going on when I fucking died of a weed overdose, because it's Purge Day, and I feel like everyone who's sticking with us, you should get the fucking, because honestly, I think that's the best story I've ever told on pod. So I love adding this extremely important layer and detail, which I did not feel comfortable messaging and mentioning at the time because it wasn't.
So on the culmination of Pride Month, which celebrates all our LGBTQIA plus homies.
Yeah.
When you posted, when you got fitted and asked your wife to take how many photos? How long did it take for her to take all the how long did this whole thing take?
Well, I mean, listen.
Where you told your brother and his mans, hey, I know you want to celebrate. And I know you want to finally put yourselves out there, but hold on.
No, they were all.
Larry's got to take a fit pic.
No, they're all about it. I will say it's just hard to get a fit pic in that mass. I mean, with all the streets shut down and all of the fucking, condensed foot traffic and everything, it's very hard to just get a clean wall, especially if you want to take your Pride fit pic jorts reveal at ground zero of the Pride Parade. It's hard to get a clean wall. But no, we made it happen. I would say we probably spent 5 minutes of getting pics of me alone, getting pics with my brother and his boyfriend, also taking pics of Jenna as well because, she also had to get her content out there.
Content queen.
The one thing I wanted to say about because you were talking about Pride Month versus Pride Day and me putting my foot in my mouth, even though I think
your foot in your ass.
Yeah,
that's
Pride.
your kink.
Yeah,
you're an F sexual.
So a year ago, so the day after, because my brother stayed over that night, obviously, because I think part of him was afraid that I was gonna fucking die in my sleep, and he wanted to spend his last hours with me. The next morning, we had a conversation with Jenna, got everything out there. It was a beautiful thing. And it's funny because all this period of time is I think my favorite memories that I've made with my brother. Super important time. I mean, that goes without saying. But the next day, we went outside to smoke a cigarette, and we're still kind of rehashing. I mean, this is so much was happening. My brother and I are very close. Doug, we're best friends, I would say. So this was a huge
very
moment
fast
for us.
driver.
Yeah. And the next day, we were outside smoking, just rehashing it, and I was like, "Hey, dude," I'm like. First, I'm like, this is Happy Pride. This is happening. It's June right now. I was
Happy Pride yesterday?
I was like,
Your one day?
Yeah. I was like, was that part of your decision to come out? Because it's Pride. He's like, wait, it's Pride? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, no, not at all. He's like, what are you talking about? No, not at all. He's like, there's other shit going on that I was dealing with.
Yeah.
But no, I had a beautiful time. Got fucking hammered.
Oh, we saw.
Yeah. Ended up going to some party that my brother's friends were hosting at the Monarch Hotel, where I was buying blue drinks in buckets, just completely off my ass, but smoked about 700 cigarettes, having the time of my motherfucking
It's Pride. You got to
life.
put little penis, phalluses in your mouth.
Yo, well, the drinks were they did have
penis straws?
Little gummy worms, which I was like, oh, these little tiny penises to suck.
Real quick interjection. Breaking news. I just got a fucking email from Mr. Porter, the events people. The RCPs have been so overwhelming that they've asked us to not necessarily post about the party publicly.
What? No,
and so
stop it.
You, our best friends behind the paywall, are getting this breaking information, which means that you have to RSVP at mrporter.com. Make sure you fucking get in there because this might be your only chance to do it. They might shut it down fucking, whether it's because it's Pride and they're homophobic. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. RSP.
We are
right
really
now.
thrilled about the overwhelming outpouring of support for the event and the collaboration. Can we hold off on further public promotion until we regroup next week?
So this is your chance. This is your
Fuck
chance.
yes. 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 Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, RCP at MrPorter.com.
Damn, bro. That feels fucking good, bro. All of this feels good. This is a great fucking pod.
I know,
man.
this feels great. Honestly, I might fucking
Wait.
I might still publicly promote it.
Can-
I wanted to get shut down.
Wait, can I ask?
I
you-
want this to be the Stonewall. That's a gay
I
history
know
thing.
about Stonewall.
Of fucking men's fashion and podcasting, bro.
Yeah, don't throw a brick through the window of Ray's, please.
I want to be the Patricia Johnson of this shit.
Can I? Well, I want to say.
Is that her name? Maybe
I don't
Sylvia.
know. You're
Sylvia,
the ally.
Sylvia Johnson.
I want to say two things while you look this up and correct the record.
It's Sylvia Johnson.
Okay, nice save, dude. I'm actually really impressed.
Wait,
Sincerely, or no?
keep going.
Two things. One, my first Pride was awesome. I cannot wait to go again next year and every year forthcoming. My second thing, and it's a question for you, if you want to type with one hand and do your fucking job.
What's up?
Marsha
P. Johnson.
You were close, dude. Did it
And Sylvia Rivera. That's what it was.
Did
Okay,
it
sorry.
actually come off? Did I actually come off as like a? Because listen, there's real allyship. Like, this is my family we're talking about, and loved ones, and obviously other people that are close to me. But at the same time, like, I'm not gonna pretend like there's not the performative element, which is like fun and getting the content. Did it come off as like fake and bad?
Well, someone that's had close gay friends for my entire life, unlike you, for last year. Well, I guess your whole life too.
Excuse you, dude.
When you told me that you lost a lot of followers, my assumption was that it was gay people, like people that were upset about you, like making Pride about
Offending
you.
queer people. Well, that
Yeah.
was part of the. I thought it was ironic and funny and clear.
Maybe up to a point, but
You're talking about story reposts over here.
why not? Why? Yeah, exactly.
and-
Which
and-
you never repost a story unless it's your own fucking tweet that somebody screenshots and posts.
I will
and
admit-
even the fucking Roe v. Wade
I
tweet
took-
repost that was
I took
yikes.
I took that down because you were like, "Bro, what are you doing, dude?"
No, I told you that the next day. 'Cause I'm
No,
like,
no,
I'm not gonna be a wet blanket.
It
and
was
narc on
later
you.
that day, and,
Oh,
and
while we were interviewing with Beep.
and I was like, "Yeah, you're probably right."
My assumption, so I guess it was homophobes that don't like gay shit
And,
on their
and I
on
don't
their
know.
feed.
Maybe there was. Again, unlike Patreon, we don't have exit surveys. I don't know if there were any LBGTQIA plus people that were offended by a George joke or me like leaning into the performative activism, which like I'm not going to pretend again.
If you were,
that
if
it's
you were,
not, but
okay,
I
if
will
you
never know.
if you were leaning into the like, yo, straight guy goes to Pride thing, like, I didn't get that.
Good.
So, no. So what I'm saying is that if it was a bit, I didn't understand the bit.
Oh, so I came off as tone deaf by being
Well,
sincere?
I was just like, this guy's fucking hammered.
That's also true.
The fit pick, which whatever, I can't fucking judge you on this too harshly.
No
but
comment from you.
but
No, you did leave a comment. Thank you.
a little later on.
Oh,
because-
you were waiting to see what the public temperature was?
No, I
before
assumed
you
you're gonna. I assumed you're gonna delete it.
You assumed I was going to delete the picture?
The whole
or
thing.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
well, not. It
embarrassing.
wasn't an assumption.
Let's see what you said. I forget. You said something.
I'll love you. Like I made a joke about like loving your son. No matter.
Just know I'll love you no matter what trends you dick ride. Which I got it, and I thought that was funny.
How many likes?
5,632.
No, bro, on my comment.
46.
Okay, not bad, but I did leave it a little too late. It took me a minute to think of that. I was trying to think of like what rhymes with jorts, cohorts, sports, barstool jorts.
Report. Yeah. They had a float, or not a float. They had they were in a
Yeah, with fucking out and about, barstool Pat, Big Cat.
the gay people at Barstool. Big Cat.
Barstool Pat just screaming, "Show us your tits" to like dudes.
No, I will say it was super fun.
It was ultimately.
Shout out to my brother
Yes.
and his boyfriend for allowing myself and Jenna to be a part of this wonderful moment.
Which
It's
you
an-
made it pretty clear.
It's
Ultimately,
another fucking memory that I'm happy to make with my loved ones. Here we are.
ultimately, it was very much like it was. I was just happy that you were like you and Doug were just like showing everyone because he's not on Instagram, right?
No, he's not
So
on Instagram.
this was like kind of his like hard launch.
I did a hard launch my queer brother on Instagram.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, I never thought about. Well, when you put it that way.
Yeah, but so ultimately it was about that. But then it was a lot of just like you and Jenna posing, which like it could have been any other weekend of you guys going to brunch, getting twisted off bottomless mimosas, and fucking posing in Brooklyn.
Only
you know
this
what I mean?
time I was in jorts.
And this time she had a rainbow umbrella.
And now we never have to talk about jorts ever again. And I will say that another first for me, riding in a pedicab, listening to Honestly Nevermind, cruising uptown to a very gay hotel rooftop party. Just a wonderful one of those. I love this city.
Okay, here's a question.
Like our boy Dunk. I love this city.
How do gay men receive you when you enter like their space? Whether it's like a gay bar or a gay party or like
Wait,
a
you
or
say
like a
invade their space?
no when you enter their space.
Oh, enter their space. I don't know. Like I think they would any other ally.
So like
With open arms.
Okay. All right.
Are you saying? Are you basically asking me if gay people hate me?
No, I'm just wondering like how what the dynamic is typically in
I mean,
your
I think
very
it's-
limited experience.
I mean, if I'm
Are you seen as trade?
no, I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, honestly, I mean, I would hope so, but I don't know. I think that's more of your thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you're one of. I have a few friends who I also won't name. I'll just name you. But like, I feel like you ham it. See, it's gonna be hammed up. Here's my point. It's gonna be hammed up in one way or another. Maybe it's gonna be hammed up by the fucking content farmer, but also is it gonna be hammed up by the sexy little mixed trade who wants to be fucking showered, bukkakied in compliments? Come on now. I know your fucking game. I've seen it, which
Yeah,
is
you
fine.
have seen it. Yeah.
And
yeah.
just because you're not putting it on Instagram stories doesn't mean you don't have your own agenda.
Yeah. It's feeding my inner story.
Yeah.
All right.
The joke that my brother and his boyfriend were making about me is I look gay for pay. That was the whole. That's it. My fits are gay.
What
I
the
look
fuck
gay
is
for
it? What
pay.
the fuck is this podcast? You know what I mean?
You're speaking my fucking language, buddy.
Speaking of which, we went to the fucking private preview of the Virgil Abloh exhibition, Figures of Speech, at the Brooklyn Museum last night. We're already after now. There's really not much to talk about here, right? It
Well,
was
I was disappointed. There's no. I went because I.
well, first off, when it was co-sponsored by Nordstrom.
Yeah.
When Gian De Leon hit us. Which, by the way, so many people still mispronounce his name. And as the podcast that fucking champions the correct pronunciation of people's names, because to do otherwise is just doing them just committing an act of violence against who they are and their identity. I'm talking to you, Adam Pally. It's Jonah Weiner, not Jonah Wiener.
Yeah, we're never going.
Everyone's
to,
just like, yo, Giant. Oh,
Yes.
John.
We'll never pronounce a name wrong on this pod. We will just name the wrong person like you did previously.
Yeah, but it's crazy that, and I think that we do a good job of always correcting people when they mispronounce Gian's name. It's Ian with a J.
If I'm having a conversation with anyone and someone pronounces someone's name wrong, I'm gonna correct them in the most tasteful and gracious way possible, just so that they don't. If that ever happens to me, whenever it does, because I'm so embarrassing. I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Okay, so he invited us. I mean, this was like, I'm kind of embarrassed to say because I was called out a little bit like, you hate Virgil. I was like, I don't hate Virgil.
who said that?
A close friend of mine.
Okay.
But you and I were just like, yes, we're going.
Yeah,
I felt important.
Yeah,
right?
I want to fucking see the exhibit. Though the biggest disappointment for me, the thing that I wanted to see more than anything, and basically the one thing that I would like beg you to like take a pic of me with was the giant Yeezus cover or the giant Yeezus packaging, which is not there. And my one criticism will be like, I know this is a traveling road show, right? It's been in Boston, it's been in Atlanta, now it's in Brooklyn. It feels like the area that they fucking marked off for Figures of Speech is not big enough where half the shit is not there.
Well, you know why? They had to leave enough space for the gigantic line for the merch.
Bro, that was a bit much, yeah.
That was macabre, bro. That was dark.
Well, I mean, it's like I get
right?
it.
Or was it? I don't know.
I mean, I'm not surprised by any. The more surprising is that multiple people asked us to take pics with them. Like they were psyched to see us.
One guy.
Oh, I got asked later. So
Okay.
multiple for me, one for you.
Okay.
Yeah. So two. Two for me.
Was it the guy that came and he was like, "Yo, we talk watches on Instagram"?
Yeah.
I left because I was like, "I'm
Oh,
not having this conversation."
You phased that. You're like,
I'm gonna go hang out with John Caramonica and Joe Coscarelli.
His girlfriend did say, or I guess the girl he was with, I'm assuming they're dating. She was like, this guy always is talking to me about throwing fits. So I don't think it's just watches. I think he's
All right.
shout out. Oh, fuck. Now I feel embarrassing.
It was something Dweller, or he's just talking about your
This
about
is a
Rolex
sea
dwellers.
dweller. I think his name
Okay.
was Marcel. Now I feel bad because I don't remember. I'm
Shout
not
out
trying
that
to
guy.
mispronounce a name after we just fucking,
No, shout out
did
that
our
guy.
diatribe.
Shout out that guy, and shout out the guy who we took a photo with where
Anthony?
I posed.
What was his name?
I really regret this, and I'm glad that he didn't post it. As far as I'm aware, is that I posed while pretending to grope his titty.
What is with you, dude?
I don't know, man.
You
Sometimes
go
I
right
just-
for the tits.
Sometimes I'm a tit guy,
Are you though?
a male tit.
Have
guy.
we ever talked about what our things are?
Oh, I'm an ass man.
Same. 100%.
Personality.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The P is just her ass.
It was packed and it was a shit show, and we saw a lot of old friends, which is great. We spent a lot of time with Tommy. Saw our boy
Saw
Chris,
Cariza for the first time in 2 years.
Elena as well, and then we saw fucking Caramonica and Coscarelli and Will Welch and Mag, and it's great seeing everyone, especially since you and I don't spend a month in Europe.
Can I give a really bitchy comment? And I
course.
don't think he's gonna hear this. I love seeing him, and I love hanging out with him, and like I love kind of teasing him about when he's gonna come on the pod, and I love talking Asics with him and Kiko.
Kiko.
Why does Tommy never flick us up?
Oh, that's funny. So I beat you there.
Yeah.
And I
Pause.
saw him taking pictures. Yeah. And I'm walking up to him and I'm like smiling and posing, and then like I thought he was flicking me up, right? And I'm not expecting him to go anywhere, but then he goes, "Oh, I was wondering who was walking up to me." He goes, "Oh, I was shooting this person behind you." I was like, "God damn it, bro." Listen, I have
We all get dressed for Tommy.
that is a fact. I have enough TT street style picks to last me a lifetime. You
Like
unfortunately only have you have one. And we've talked about
No,
this before.
you. What do you have?
Well, on his website, there's 3. By the way, you can't search for name. I've looked before. So
You've searched my name?
no, you can. There's a database of names drop down.
God, dude.
I'm on there.
You are-
but I have
You're something else.
but I probably have close to 20 just because he used to do GQ galleries for many years.
Right, and you're
which
one
are
of the
not on his site anymore.
And you're one of the only people that like would go to GQ or
No,
that would go to New York Men's Fashion
yes,
Week.
exactly. One of the few
Yeah.
people that would
With your umbrella with the middle finger. Yeah, fuck you, man.
That is on his site. I will put that in my Instagram stories for the friends at home
God.
who are not familiar of my many iconic
What is this,
looks.
Pride? You fucking trying to make this about you all over again? Yo, I will say
Yeah.
the similarities between Pride and this podcast is that whenever you post your descriptions or whenever you write the descriptions, and this is a little petty squabble, write the descriptions for the episode, what you decide to post on your IG story and what you decide to include in the tweet is really just like things you say about yourself. It's not about like the topics discussed. It's really just like, oh, like I was talking about my cowboy boots, so I'm going to fucking post these cowboy boots.
Were we not, when it comes to a thing like cowboy boots that maybe are about me or initiated by me, is it not something we're
Well,
both
this is an
talking
example.
about?
You're gonna post the photo of you with the fucking fuck you umbrella.
Well,
right?
now I have to because you've fucking thrown down the gauntlet.
Or you or you don't take the bait. And
What
you,
is
and
this?
you be
Is-
bigger than that.
Now it's a whole moral dilemma, and it's a test. Now it's a test. You sound
Yeah,
like my
no, and
fucking
you-
wife, bro.
No, you're already
It's a
gonna.
fu-
We
it's
know
a
you're gonna fail
fucking
the test. No, me and Jen are the same. It's like, how do we deal with this fucking guy? Oh, he doesn't change. There it is.
Okay. This has been Throwing Fits. the
Wait,
only
I
podcast
just
that
want to.
matters.
I want to shout out the one guy. I want to shout out the one guy because he was outside of the exhibition and we walked out with Tommy and you were high as hell and you were asking Tommy about his favorite ice cream flavor and I was like,
There's
I
ice cream
offered to buy you some Mr. Softy.
Yeah,
You
that was-
turned me down, which I was surprised by.
Well, because I wasn't gonna just get it myself if no one wanted anything. It was funny though to ask Tommy the most podcast asked question of all time and him be like, "What? I don't ice cream. I have strawberry." I guess."
That was
I'm
a
like-
weird. You're
I'm
like, this is a really important question. It
like,
tells you a lot about a man. What's your favorite ice cream?
I'm like, damn, maybe he would be amazing on the podcast. We just gotta wait a year for his book to come out.
Yeah. There's a kid outside that I guess he must. Was this like a well-known like event or thing or whatever?
Well, the public opening is today.
Friday.
Oh, it's not today?
Today is members preview. Last time was VIP.
Sorry.
Members preview tomorrow, or I guess Friday. Today is like the Gen
Well,
Pop.
that hustler fucking figured it out.
So
Put
this
one and
kid
two
was
together.
like, this kid had some shirts which like seemed very on brand with like a certain fucking like I don't know, like whatever streetwear is right now.
I mean, Virgil would appreciate this, I would imagine.
Absolutely, and that's like the one thought running through my head where he was like, "Yo, do you guys want to support a small brand and flick up with my brand and tag it on your IG?"
And kudos to you, young sir, but fuck no.
I was like, "No, I'm good.
Yeah, well, we were leaving.
No, I'm good. We got to get some ice cream."
Yeah, exactly. We're walking the train. You're leaving with Tommy, whatever. And it's like, that's and you know what? He's the only one who thought to do that. There was no one. It's not
No,
like a thing that people were doing.
And that was like
Just him.
while
It's kind of genius.
Well, I mean, I hope he got some fucking
Bites?
some big accounts to flick up with him. Like
Well, he didn't know. By the way, he didn't know who we are. Let's be clear.
Right.
He was gonna just ask. I think
Everybody.
anyone, just like
No, but that's
take a pic of my.
that was
t-shirts.
kind of crazy. I don't know, and also in the context of, like Virgil having an exhibition in the Brooklyn Museum and whatever, like knocking down doors and letting people through and da da da. Like it was cool to see that, and that was like kind of the one notable thing, really of the exhibition outside of like the art itself or the retrospective itself. Yeah, that's it. Dream project.
I
Yo,
think-
when we die, I
Right.
want fucking one podcast, 13 brands, 70
nice,
plus Johns, all laid out on one long ass table,
Yeah.
just like Virgil Abloh.
made of unfinished plywood. Yeah, no, I think if you have the time, go to the Brooklyn Museum. I think it's a really interesting retrospective. No, not everything that you've seen.
There's a
Though,
house. There's a
though,
house.
though the Keith Supreme unreleased stuff is there, which is fucking sick.
Yep.
And the 4-pins rug. Shout out fucking.
Shout out to Gian.
What is it?
Jim Joe.
Jan De Leon. What? How do you,
Yeah.
Jan-
John.
yeah, I think it's.
Shout out John Caronica for taking a photo of the
Oh
toast.
yeah, I mean,
That was
I'm not-
embarrassing.
that
But
was-
also awesome.
But the one thing that we have an actual connection to, even though like obviously there's other people that are much more connected, is that rug. Like that's our. If there was anything that we can make about us, make an excuse in the court of law that is about us in that retrospective, it's that rug.
Yeah.
And by about us, I mean more me and by extension you.
Well, you know that I was the one that saw somebody first talking about
Well,
it.
then there you go.
You didn't know this?
No, I did. I just forgot. But yeah,
I saw somebody
was your idea.
questioning it, and I was like, "Yo."
so even better.
Digging into this deeper, and then
I
it
apologize.
became me, you, Nick Grant, and Joe LaPuma. And Joe LaPuma was like, "This is too spicy for complex style. Give it to the feed this slop to the fucking hogs and the 4-pin
Right.
sty."
They needed.
And you guys
their-
read, but then Gian guest wrote it because like who could write that except Gian?
Yeah, who's
except
gonna
for
do the
John,
research besides
John's
you?
Law.
Jean Dion. Yeah, Joe was too busy focused on probably his 8th Kid Cudi Good Music cover of the year. So there was limited options. Naturally, he wanted to play politics. I get that. No, everyone should check that out. And then you should also on July 15th check out MrPorter.com. I think we're getting fucking primetime real estate.
Oh, absolutely.
This is like the biggest marketing project I think they have allotted for the rest of this year. At least that's what we've been told.
We'll
but
see.
no promises. But no promises. And we have some cool content that is coming out around this as well. We've talked about
follow us
some
on TikTok.
Some well, I meant more upcoming podcast guests that like are
Right.
that Porter was cool enough to facilitate, and it will be some really fun conversations, not about the collection, but
No.
because
Look, okay.
because this partnership is happening.
We're
is
gonna
my
end
point.
this podcast now, but suffice it to say, this is like again
we have
a
to talk
year.
the schedule. No one made it this far. You got to talk to schedule next week because people don't know. There's no guest.
no
episode.
guest episode next week.
For your birthday, in remembrance, in honoring of July 4th, which is James's birthday, the most important fucking day of the year.
More importantly, we don't want Chef and Robbie to have to work on the 4th. We want them to just like do their motherfucking thing. Robbie's at a wedding, so he's gonna be fun.
he's
Robbie's
at-
getting married, I
Yeah,
think.
he's out of town.
Robbie's having a gay wedding.
Yeah,
in
probably.
accordance with
The
Pride.
dunk.
Yeah. Chef is fucking gonna go listen to the Strokes and get a small tattoo.
So we're taking a week off from guest episodes, also in remembrance and solemn remembrance of Come Town R.I.P. We're not dropping an episode on Tuesday, but we'll be back with the boys only on Friday, as
Yeah.
per usual.
So-
So if you pay, you're good.
we will be talking about this project
No free
because
clout.
there's a lot more to talk about, a lot more to show you guys. July 14th party, July 15th
Yeah.
release. Those are the 2 dates to keep in mind.
And do not fucking even remotely hesitate 1 second on RSVPing for this party because apparently
it might get shut down by
shut down, eh?
Nick Braun, baby.
Trust me, Bronny.
Shots to me, Justin Thoreau.